Hi, welcome to Community Hotline. My name is Monica Weitzel. We're here at MetroEast Community Media in Gresham, Oregon. We have a full show tonight. We're going to start off talking with a nonprofit called the Portland Kitchen. Here representing the Portland Kitchen is Joy Church, the new executive director. Thanks for being here, Joy.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you've been there, what, 4 months?
That's right.
Like that?
I'm in my 4th month.
Yes, well, so you're all, it's still pretty new, but
yes,
you probably have a very fresh perspective on the organization.
I do, and we're a young organization anyway.
You know, what, 2 years old?
Yes,
like
we're going into our 3rd year now with our cohort of fall students, so that'll start October 5th. But so we're still an upstart. We had a great founder and executive director who has decided to move her passion to something else. Right.
She was good. Yeah. So tell me a little bit. Tell me what you know about why the organization was started and what you do, what your mission is.
Yeah. So the organization was started because there seems to be a need for at-risk and underserved youth to have an opportunity to get job skills and to gain real employment and to learn how to take care of themselves. And so this is really the mission of our program, is to use food and cooking as a means to give kids life skills, get a job if they want it, and to be good citizens of the community.
So they can not only get a job in a restaurant or running a restaurant or anything in that industry, but they also could take care of themselves in their apartment when they move out from mom and dad.
Exactly.
Or wherever.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of after-school things are really fun and exciting. You know, I myself did, soccer and music and all kinds of things. But this is something that you're going to use forever.
Yeah,
so
everybody eats.
Exactly. So they can cook for themselves, their families, they can have date night and impress somebody.
There you go.
And so our point really was to try to target kids in East County because we consider it a food desert. There's just not a lot of local organic options in the area.
Right.
And a lot of the students have never been to a restaurant. They've never, a restaurant to them might be going to fast food.
Yeah, Taco Bell or McDonald's or something.
Right. And so we really wanted a chance to try to change people's lives, and if they want to be healthy, they have the chance to learn how to do that.
And they can find out they can make that food themselves. They don't have to.
Exactly.
Don't have to go to an expensive restaurant to have that.
Exactly. And they learn the economy of, okay, so you can buy a butchered chicken that's going to be very expensive at the store, or you can buy a whole chicken and butcher it yourself. So within the first month, the students have learned enough knife skills to be able to, they butcher a chicken and they learn how to prepare that, how to freeze it, how to do everything with it. So
I'm way past high school, but I am taking my first knife skills class next month because
Right.
I've never done that. I was like, I should know how to do this stuff.
Exactly. All of these things are really valuable. I think to myself sometimes, like, I think I want to take this class.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I'm outside of the age range, but
I think, you could probably just kind of sit in on it while you're there anyway.
But I think down the road we will offer some adult classes too, because I hear from so many people that they want to learn some new techniques or better knife skills, or I want to learn how to butcher a chicken.
Yeah. You know, it's not something that they you think of to do, but really it makes sense. And I love that you're really focusing on organic and healthy food and locally sourced food, correct?
That's right. Yeah. Yes, we have a great partnership with several places, but Rossi Farms is close by, and so they've been a wonderful supporter to us. Anytime we need anything, they say, yes, come and get it.
Great, nice.
And it's great to tour the facility, so some of the students haven't ever seen a farm. They don't know where their food honestly comes from.
Yeah, so potato chip doesn't come off of a tree like that is really great.
Exactly. Yeah. I had the chance this summer to work with the students on volunteer projects. And so we went with the Fruit Tree Project here in Portland to go pick fruit off of the trees in people's backyards. And it was amazing really to see it in action that several of the students had never been in a backyard, for one thing.
Really?
They had never seen a garden growing. And they looked at the tree and said, what are we picking? It's like, look closer. And to see them recognize, that's a pear. Wow. I mean, this is a real experience for the students. It's a real education. Yeah.
I mean, if you grow up in a household where having gardens and backyards and stuff, you don't appreciate that some people don't have that.
Exactly. So this is a real eye opener in many ways for myself and for the students to see them enter a backyard for the first time. Like, this is what a backyard looks like.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so it's astounding.
This serves mostly kids from Park Rose and Madison High School?
That's right. We're open to all students, but we do active recruiting at those two schools because they're very close to our location.
Right.
We run in a kitchen in the basement of a church on Northeast Prescott in 112. So Park Rose and Madison are both really close, so we know the students can get to class.
Okay. So you do an after-school program and a summer program.
And a summer program, right. The after-school program is 8 months long. It's very intensive. It's 2 days a week, and it's 2.5 hours each session. So we really look for kids that can commit to the entire year.
Right. You don't want them to start and drop out halfway through or just come once in a while.
Right. So we recruit actively, and then we do student intakes. So we want to see the moment somebody walks in that they're committed to the project. So if they can't show up for one of our sessions, they can't be considered.
Yeah.
And it's all about job skills too. So for the moment we meet a student, we shake hands, we make eye contact, and we interview them. And for some of these students, they've never had that experience.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because of their young age, or they haven't had that circumstance. So it's all about building those skills from the second that we meet them. So I'm really excited about it. But part of the question then, of course, is can you make the commitment? And kids say, yeah. You ask them the 6th time in a different way, and they realize, oh, well, I'm going to be on vacation for a month.
Right.
Okay, then this isn't the right fit for you.
Or I have, have swimming classes every whatever, or I have committed to something else. Yeah.
Right. And the goal really is we, oftentimes have a wait list. But our goal is really to serve underserved youth, so ages 14 through 18, those that can really commit, and those that otherwise probably wouldn't be in a program at all because they don't have the income to do it. So ours is a no-cost program. They don't pay even $1 for it.
Wow, that's great.
And we know what our costs are. So it's over $5,000 per student for us to get them through to graduation.
Wow.
But we ask no money from the students or their families. So it is determined that at least 80% of every cohort will be of those kids that otherwise would not be able to go into a program at all. So they'd be on the couch at home instead for the summer.
So if I had a kid at home and I thought, you need to be doing something, but I can afford to pay for it, you might be able to get in, but the wait list may be longer.
Exactly, right. So we really try to maintain our mission, and that is to help underserved kids. And so we do have, 20% is available to those kids that could afford to go, and so that then we look at the kids that are really committed.
Yeah.
And so we do have some kids that, they could afford to do something else after school, but this is the only culinary program in their area, and they know they want to be a butcher. They know they want to become a pastry chef. They are just so passionate.
Right.
And so we want that enthusiasm in the class, of course, too.
Yeah. Now, you said that you don't charge anything, so how are you funded?
Yes, well, we are funded through donations. So we write solely from donations. We write grants, and we ask. Yes, and that's completely how we are supported. So, it's a constant, looking for money.
Yeah. Well, and MetroEast recently partnered with PAL Girls and the Portland Kitchen to do teach some video skills to some of the girls, and we partnered with the Portland Kitchen in that we went there and did some interviewing with some of the students there, and created a couple videos for you. So would you mind if we showed one of those
I'd love
now?
it.
And
yeah,
maybe
they're beautiful.
Give you a little flavor, give the viewers a little flavor of exactly how that works.
That'd be great. Thank you.
You bet.
I really love the Portland Kitchen. It gives a lot of opportunity.
The Portland Kitchen sets the table for successful futures by teaching culinary techniques, social skills, and healthy disciplines that last a lifetime.
In high school, if I was in a group project, I could pretty much just do it by myself or let the other people do it, and then not a lot of bad things will happen. But in here, it's like, I have my job and I have to do it. If I don't do it, the dish falls apart.
I've learned how to have confidence with knife skills because I'm usually horrible at cutting stuff.
Many of them have never picked up a knife before. Some of them don't know how to use a vegetable peeler. So we get to really kind of build their confidence in the kitchen.
Just by having people believe in me, thinking that I can do really beautiful cooking, which I can now.
It's given me more confidence by opening my horizon to new things.
It's free, that's like a really cool thing, because many people can't afford to go to culinary school because it's expensive.
You often don't get a chance to interact with different groups of people, and I'm always really amazed how no matter how different a background or social standing a kid in this program has, everybody really seems to come together because we all like food.
It's given me more confidence through being able to express myself in different ways, meeting new people, talking to them, communicating with others in different ways.
We offer year-long after-school culinary programs to low-income and at-risk youth ages 14 to 18. In the summer, we provide a 4-day-a-week program. Our programs teach culinary and healthy life skills and provide monthly meals to participants and their families.
I've learned how to make new friends, how to work as a team, how to run a restaurant.
I've always wanted to own my own cooking business.
I've always wanted to be a pastry chef, and I love baking.
Like I said before, I never really stepped up to the plate a lot. I know I can at least do it now.
I've learned communication skills, time management skills.
Our students walk away feeling a little more confident.
And I've learned to volunteer in the community, and there's plenty of things you can do to help others.
Join us.
Nice, huh?
There we are.
There we are. Okay, that was, I like that because MetroEast made it. No, I like it because it really gives the kids' point of view of what they're learning from it. And just things like teamwork, and I mean, you can learn those things in school, but this is a whole different sort of atmosphere.
Yes, it really is. The part of it for us is, we are not hoping necessarily that everybody will become a professional chef or be on Master Chef Junior or something like
Iron
that.
Chef or whatever, yeah.
But the other piece is really about those life skills of teamwork, dedication, commitment, safety, those types of things. And in the kitchen, this is a great way of really, coming together as a team, and you have to do your part, otherwise the dish won't work out.
Right.
So there's a direct result every day when they work together of, okay, here we are. Do we have a meal to eat together at the end or not?
So they get to eat the meal at the end, which is great. I mean, that's incentive right there. I got hungry watching that.
Exactly. So I think that's a really nice piece of this program is it really is a constant demonstration every time they meet about teamwork and discipline, and that they need to commit to showing up for each other.
Right. But we need you. Be there. Don't let us down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then for the students, if they do participate, we do research. So every time they meet, we do an assessment of their participation, their commitment, did they come to class on time, their dedication to the project, all of these things, and then we put them into a research format every year. So we're really tracking the progress of our mission.
Right.
And one of those things then, we have the families involved too. So they come in a couple times a year for family meal. Nice. So we get to meet the families and really engage with them. And then we have graduation at the end where we have about 100 people, families and friends that come to see their kid serve a 4-course meal.
Wow. Were you here for the graduation?
I was for summer.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, really incredible food, and the students gave speeches. They're so eloquent and really passionate about the course. And then for those students that proved to do well throughout the entire year, we write them an earned letter of recommendation.
Oh, how great is that?
Yeah.
So if they want to go out and get a job, I think that would make it so much easier to get a job having that background.
Oh, yeah.
And then having the recommendation too.
Yeah, having the real skills and the earned letter of recommendation. They get a food handler's card. They've got to pass the test, but we supply the test and the money for them to get that card.
What a great deal.
And they actually know how to use those skills, so they can really take that opportunity. And some of the students, in meeting them, I've really been encouraged by. They may not be passionate about food, but they understand that they need a job to help out the family. And so they know they need to learn the skills because maybe mom just got laid off.
Yeah.
They're having family problems. They need to help pay the rent. And so I've had some students.
And maybe make the dinner.
Yeah, right. But it's
dinner.
really amazing to me that some kids really, at such a young age, get the reason for taking this class is because they need to help out their families.
Wow.
And they need to supply a paycheck, and this is the way to do it. So it's very touching.
They have an option. They have an option now. You know, that's a pretty cool thing.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So I'm really thrilled about it. And so many of the students this last cohort that we had, 100% of those kids did mock interviews with New Seasons and Whole Foods. They all participated in resume writing.
Oh, so it's not just food. It is a whole. It's
Yeah,
a,
they're
it's
really
a holistic approach to
learning.
being in the culinary arts.
Yeah, they're learning the whole thing. They each participated in at least 3 volunteer projects that were around food.
Okay.
So we really make them work for it.
I think that's great, and we're just about out of time, Joy. But I love this program. I love what you're doing,
you.
and I think under your leadership, they're going to go far. So
Thank you so much
for being on the show tonight.
Thank you. It was
Yeah.
great to be here.
Thanks. And if you're interested in perhaps being part of the program at the Portland Kitchen, or would like to check it out for your child, go to their website and. They're a great resource for the community, the Portland Kitchen. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more of Community Hotline.
My documentary was more than I ever would have dreamed of doing.
This is a community media station.
It was phenomenal.
Ready, camera 1.
What is it about this place that makes so many different people come together?
Ready, camera 2.
Very professional, experienced people.
You can use these industry standard pieces of equipment.
Ready, camera 3. Take 3.
To be rich to do this.
Open people's eyes to something they've never even thought of before.
Cool stuff happens. It becomes this community.
That's going to really change who's telling the stories and who's controlling the messaging.